Wow, and hearing that introduction, Buckingham Palace, the Queen, NASA, even Disney got a mention. All of these were beyond my wildest imagination when I was 16. Now, when I was reflecting on where to begin, I thought I would begin with the #1 most Googled question about me. And the #1 most Googled question about me is about my parents. So my mum was a young Kiwi backpacker. On her very first OE, she met my dad, who worked as a bouncer at the gay nightclub in Mykonos. Very good talent to hunt down the only straight man there. And 9 months later, I was a souvenir from her very first OE. And when I reflect on my mum's journey, she taught me many things, mainly not what to do. But she also taught me one very key financial lesson. A man is not a financial plan. Growing up below the poverty line, I learnt very quickly that the only way that I could lift myself and my mum was education. But from a young age, I was really passionate about technology. And I used to spend my day in the computer lab coding and working on tech. I was the only girl in my school's digital technology class, and later the only girl in my physics class. At 16, I started GirlBoss New Zealand, an organisation to support high school age young women into future-focused industries. Now, when I was reflecting on what value I can give to such a good-looking audience, I thought I would share a little bit of insight into Generation Z. Now, Generation Z are the next generation of consumers and talent entering your industries. Gen Z are highly realistic. This is one of the biggest differentiating factors from the millennial generation. The millennials believed we can all win. Gen Z believe only the best will win. Generation Z have grown up on a diet of compete and achieve messaging. Now, I feel so grateful to be part of Generation Z and to live in a time where a young woman raised below the poverty line can go on to work at NASA and do a space research mission with the NASA Sophia team, or speak at the United Nations in New York. This is the name-dropping part of the presentation. When I told my careers counsellor that I wanted to forego $83,000 in university scholarships to work full-time on GirlBoss, they replied, "Why don't you go to university first and then you can work on GirlBoss?" But I chose to ignore this very sensible advice, spurred by the belief that if you want opportunities not many people get, you should make the choice to be the most hopeful person in the room. You make the choice to be visionary. Make the choice to be a little bit different. You need to make choices not many people make.